So right now we came to the step of get our hands a little bit more dirty and do actually something. Well, first learn something and then actually do something. I'm gonna teach you how to break down a design, and that will help you to create more building blocks and make it easier for yourself and give it a more clear structure how to actually build something like this design. Well, this is just a example design from Dribble. You can pick whatever design you want, but for this example I'm picking a very easy and clear design, and well, let's be honest, it's also looking good, right? Before you start writing any code, make a sketch for yourself. And when I first started doing front-end development, most of the time I was overloaded with questions like, how can I do this rounded corners? How can I do this shadow? Or how can I build this layout? Where do I start? Well, in all these years of doing this right now, I've learned that it is very important to have a structure. And the structure that I'm using is split your design up into rows, into columns, and into blocks. It's just that easy. Rows, columns, blocks. So let's check out what I mean with rows, columns, and blocks. So if you see here the header is just a row. And the whole section with all the products, it's basically one big row. And those rows are built up by or just rows or columns or blocks. So this header has basically 3 columns. One column for the logo, one column for the navigation, and one column for the user profile image. So this header is a row and 3 columns, and those columns are divided in blocks. Well, this is a column but also a block, but this navigation column is divided by multiple blocks, and the user profile image is also a column but also a block. So this is how you can make that header smaller for yourself. And maybe it will help if you grab a piece of paper and sketch it out for yourself. And for me, when I just started and didn't have built that much designs, it helped me a lot. So, and if we check out the product section, we have one row, and that's the content, a title with some text, a paragraph, and the row next or below it, it's all the products. So one big row is divided by 2 rows, and then we got the product section. And the product section is basically divided in 2 columns. One column with these 3 products and one column with these 3 products. And each of those columns can also be divided by rows. One row, the second row. And this one can also be divided by 2 columns. Hopefully you get the point. By breaking your design down into rows, columns, and blocks, because this product item is also divided by one row, and one row, and just the background image. So I guess this is gonna help you break down that design that you wanted to build, but don't know how to do it. So I want to advise you to take some time, grab a piece of paper, sketch out that design into rows, columns, and blocks. Good luck.